popping up on there saying that I am streaming something somehow, some way. Do you see the broadcast? All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, I wouldn't be directing you to my stream on YouTube if it wasn't mine. Yep. Well, to be fair, I got the game on discount. Because it was on sale a while ago. This game is a few years old.
To peruse my wares, son? Fantastic! Bold choice, son.
I mean, I've already been through it all on a PS4, PS5 version of the game. Or I can finally get Hakon killed. Mm-hmm.
Homefield. You. What?
You're no. I want.
Roger, Humphrey. What do you do?
You have. Carl is.
Sophie?
Therefore.
What do you mean?
We'll cut off their main source of electricity. They will be.
How did?
Once. But.
Mm-hmm.
Roger. You.
Okay.
Commute.
That's easy enough.
I gave you money to buy water, and what did you do?
I demand to speak to Carl.
Go away, Nerys.
Where the hell is Carl?
Uh.
Responsible for our safety?
And I regret that very much.
Before we do that, I want to go pick up a side quest, at least one specific one, beforehand, so I can actually complete it afterwards.
Why won't you help me? Please.
Alright.
And he was supposed to be an only child.
Here, I sell the real thing.
Hey, Albert, the sneak. Look, that, what, that is.
Oh,
Yep.
got to blow up this windmill. The peacekeepers took it from us.
Oh, my entire back just popped. Alright. You ready to go and blow up a windmill? Or whatever the hell we're doing? Let's check out the... Seems good enough to me. Should be. You know, you saying that just kind of begs the question why you're floating up in the air. You know, I would have made a completely different lie about that.
Shit. What happened here?
That I was one of the game developers, so I have special options. Or I could have said I used to be a cancer kid, and so they gave it to me. Oh, hold on. A Mega Wish?
Maybe it's a chance for
You actually did say Mega Wish.
Alberto,
You did.
Star Square.
Can you imagine? Forget Make-A-Wish. No, this is Mega-Wish.
Exactly.
Make your dreams wild.
Yeah.
What was that stupid commercial with the cancer kid who wanted to go and be a pro wrestler, so he was doing wrestling moves with Hulk Hogan or something like that? Just fucking gets flung across the room. um... Oh. Huh.
Hey.
Oh, hello. Goodbye. No, it wasn't. In fact, that was stupidly hard to do. Holding back, I mean. Okay, that's one explosive. Alright, I can't open that one. Well, yeah, they're all marked, but I can't seem to open them. Oh. No. Oh, I'll take that valuable. Yep. I'll loot that big guy for a minute. I'll take that bracelet. Why is this game glitching out so fucking much right now? And I can't open this one over here either. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna just quit back to the main menu and I'm just gonna go right back into it. I really don't want to have to go and start this application over all over again. That fucking wait time just to play sucks. Stop sneezing. You ever heard somebody sneeze and accidentally say shut the fuck up? I actually got yelled at once at a restaurant. This was shortly after COVID was a known thing. I was on vacation. Just before the quarantine. And here I am with my parents at a restaurant, and I just hear somebody sneeze, and I'm like, stop sneezing. And my mother just looks at me, you can't say that! That's rude! Oh, I was laughing. Oh. Alright, game's back up.
Alberto, I have the charges.
Wonderful. Excellent. So what are you waiting
I mean, if you want to look on the bright side,
Here I come.
at least we didn't have to open all of them again. Not just any Mega Wish Kid, a Super Mega Wish Kid. Ooh. I live. I've never really had any of it glitch out unless I was playing with somebody. Oh! I could definitely use a burger right now. I already had it with dinner. Oh shit, there's a fast travel option. I didn't even see that was up.
Where's your father?
There you are.
I cannot skip this. The option's just not popping up yet.
Damn and triple damn. Because of that traitor, our plan is in danger. We must act quick.
Nitrates. We need fertilizer. Then we can make more explosives. The old night runners, they've got everything. And certainly all we'll need to make more bombs.
I know a guy. Lives on a road. Friend, foe, it depends.
Killian, you know him.
Hakon's friend Killian?
Yes, kill him. I'll explain how to
Another way. Thanks.
Waiting for other players before proceeding. This PS4 version is glitched as fuck right now, and I don't know why. You're able to move around. I'm still waiting on other players before proceeding. Yeah, this is another reason why I like the PS5 version better. This happens a lot less. I can't even, like, open up my fucking map right now. Fuck, bro. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna. You're gonna get off. All right. Well, I'm gonna make some progress. At least a little bit of progress on here. Hopefully, the glitches will die down a bit. Alright. Well, enjoy your shows, dude. Alright. Peace out. There we go. There we go. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Let's pick up that quest so I can go back to it later.
The Carnage Hall tournament is getting closer and closer.
You look anxious.
I play a fucking shit ton. If you only knew how many licenses I've had for all of my games, let's just say it's over 6,000. Not all of them are games. A lot of the licenses are all DLC, but that's beside the fact. PlayStation 4 had an update a couple years ago that made a lot of the purchases invisible. You wouldn't even be able to go and like re-download any of this shit. I had to call customer support after doing something, and I made that guy's jaw drop when I told him at the time it was, I think it was just about like 4,900 or something like that. And that was a couple years ago. I'd imagine I got at least another 1,000 or so now.
You there? Killian.
If it's a permaban, then no. Mm.
There's Hakon. Bingo. Alberto, a heavy fertilizer.
If an account was banned, chances are you should not repeat the same stuff that got it banned in the first place.
I can't talk. The freighter, he sold us all out.
How did it get banned? What did you do?
To the windmill. Meet him there. I'll meet you when I can. Just make sure that fertilizer gets to my dad.
Okay, I'll do my best. Just come quick.
I can't wait. It smells delicious.
They're still after me. I'm pinned down, Hayden. Another patrol. You have to do it without me. Join my dad. I'll be on the radio the whole time.
Me and your dad? You think that's a good idea?
We have no choice, Hayden. Hurry, please. This plan means everything to my dad. I don't know if you noticed, but Dad's kind of awkward and unappreciated. This is a chance to show Carl, Sophie,
I have had
that they will
my account
what Dad's made of.
all the way back since the
Be the hero.
PlayStation Portable.
This one.
PlayStation
Always
3.
wanted to do something big.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Same account.
I'll stay with you on the
Do I know how I got so much on here? I've had it for ages.
Vincenzo, I can't hear you.
I'm 30.
What? What do I have to do?
Yeah, I know, right? And you thought you were funny when you said you were 100. Boy, I'm 100. And I wish I was I wish I was joking on this. My friends actually fucking
Brought the fertilizer.
make fun of me for being a fucking caveman.
Eat?
Like I said, easy as pie.
You know, I probably look 52. Minus the gray hair. Nope. Used to. I played GTA probably when it first came out. I have no interest in it now. To be fair, I wouldn't play either of them. Don't take this one offensively. I stopped playing GTA because there were a lot of kids your age there. And here was the problem with it. Every single one of them thought they had the right to be there. They were 8 years old, or about that. All of them, every single one of them, no-lifing GTA to the point of them shit-talking every single person they killed. Yeah, suck my balls, you bitch. So they're 8. They shouldn't even be playing that game, let alone speaking that language. So yeah, no, I refuse to be around any kind of community like that.
True to the end.
I should hope not.
What's he doing here?
Fuck off.
Learn before your next move. You're a dead man, you know.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Won't get away with this. What the hell is going on?
Do you have Tiny Tina's Wonderland? Oh, I could have shown you some nice hack shit on there. What? No. Well, what sort of fucking creep do you think I am showing a 9-year-old porn? That that's just fucking wrong, kid. That's just wrong. What the fuck? Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Borderlands. It's a part of the Borderlands series. Essentially, the most crazed up character of the series starts a D&D session where she is the dungeon master, and it's a pretty fucked up game. She calls it Dungeons and Badasses, and you get to make your own character, your own class and subclass and this and that, all just like it's Dungeons and Dragons. Look, if you downloaded it, I'd dupe the modded shit I have. Granted, you'd have to level up to use it, but that's beside the fact. I didn't mind the first go around leveling shit up on Dead Island. I hated having to go through it a second time. At least 4 to get all of them to a certain level. Yeah, I got the platinum for it back on the PlayStation 3. I know it's annoying. How do I get up there? Cody. Kinda wish I remembered how the fuck I was supposed to get up here. Oh. 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 Ah, whatever. Down I go. Nope. No, they will not. No, PlayStation Tech Support will help you if there's an issue with an account in use, but if it's already been banned, they're not going to lift a finger for that. You think you had so many games? Do you know what would happen if my account got banned? I would fucking quit. I've got Xbox, but I don't fucking use it. I really would rather fucking not. I've got generations of my life
To you.
on PlayStation.
It's my fault. What are you doing? An armed bot?
Before
What now? But
what? Where?
damn it! Plan.
Oh, the ball was ticking.
We couldn't have been lucky enough to find a $100 bill lying in the middle of the road, so I'm clueless. You're grounded. Hmm. What state do you live in? You know what? That explains a lot. It's Washington.
Come on.
See, I live over
Go on.
in Connecticut, and I get the same shit happening here. When I was in high school, some kids thought it would be funny to pop a water bottle. They popped the cap off right when they got on the fucking highway. Sounded like a goddamn gunshot. At least that's what the bus driver said it sounded like. Called a state trooper and pulled over on the side of the highway. Yeah. No, it did not. Sounds like a bit of an issue. Every single year, at least 2 or 3 times a year, back in high school, they would cancel class, cancel the day out because a gunman was found on campus, or like a bomb was somewhere in the school. Like legit, it happened 2 or 3 times a year, if not more. Shit like that has always been common, and it never should have been in the first place. Can I give you a bit of advice? Enjoy school while you have it. This is going to be the prime of your life, because after that, life goes downhill pretty fucking fast.
Come on, come on, come on. Faster. Go on.
Yeah, enjoy school while you still have it. Because when you have to work for a living, being in school is actually a lot better. I miss the days when I was in school. You say that now. But I'm going to tell you this now. When you're older and you have to work for a living, you're going to miss the days when you had it simpler, and school was that simpler time. Math is simple. You gotta just learn the equation, and then that equation can then just apply to almost everything. It's not just me who's saying that. Every adult I know, they all miss school, because that was a simpler, easier time in life.
Coming. You sons of bitches. What have you done to him?
Not 100% accurate. You're going to use math in a lot of different places. Most of the jobs I've had all required it in some way, shape, or form. But then, then again, I've also always been in a factory, so. That's probably the only thing you are going to carry with you. You're not going to carry history into your work area. You're not going to carry, well, unless you're going to be a secretary, you're not going to carry the English language into most of the other fucking places. You're not going to need to know how to write half the shit down, though it helps. Let's just put it this way, I'm experienced. A lot of people have a lot of different things to say about me. I guarantee you, not many of them are going to say I'm cool after knowing me for a set amount of time. Only a small handful of them have ever actually stuck with the ideal that I'm a cool guy after about a year. I'd like to consider myself one, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I am one. Do you know what autism is? You know how it works? Well, neither do scientists. Autism is a function in the brain where everything is processed at a completely different rate. I used to be heavily autistic, and as I grew up, I became a highly functioning autistic. So, having those problems was a daily life problem for me. Just having them was a life problem because I never register them all at the same rate. Somebody could be in some massive, big fucking trouble, and I'd still be trying to help them out because that's just how my brain processes. Oh, they need help. Not, oh, I can do this or I can't do this. It's, oh, they need help. So what can I do? My brain processes so many different things in a different way. As I grew up, I sort of learned humor. I learned, oh, I passed my objective. My objective's over here. I learned, how to sort of read people better, but I still have my moments where I don't. There are times when I let things slip, and there are things I do not many people will actually understand.
All cleaned up.
Didn't put up much of a fight.
ADHD.
Unless.
Look, they killed. Look, we got it. Should.
Hyper attention deficit disorder. It's where you cannot focus on one thing because there's many different things to focus on. You're playing a game and then you get curious as to what kind of trophies are there, and all of a sudden it goes from the trophies of the game you're playing to the other trophies of the other games. Then you see your cat walk by and you start playing with your cat. You can't focus on just one thing. That's ADHD.
You're free. I thought it was over, man.
I can't believe Carl betrayed us.
Fuck, Pilgrim. At first I thought you gave us up. But Carl...
If it wasn't for him, the
Well,
peacekeepers would
you are still
But he
young.
fled right after the blast.
You've only got a decade of life under your belt.
Okay, I'll go there.
It,
You run.
it changes. Life changes. The way your mind works changes. Autism will stay with me forever, but at least that did change for me as well. I went from being heavily autistic to being a heavily functioning autistic.
Don't be scared.
So yeah, that also changed.
Hey, so where's the
Everything always changes.
Get up. That's easy.
Yeah. What matters is what you choose to do with it when it does. You want to be able to use math better? Then take the advice of, it might not come to you now, it might come to you later. You just gotta keep at it. Nothing just comes to people. If you are born good with it, you don't deserve to do it.
Vincenzo.
We did it, Aiden.
Good.
My dad. He really did.
I'm willing to bet you're not bad at soccer. However, I'm also willing to bet
Been proud of you.
something more.
Very proud.
I'm willing to bet that you could be 10 times better than you are now 10 years from now. And if you keep at it, you probably will be. And then 10 years after that, you'll be 10 times better than you were
All smiles.
then.
You. And because he was able to carry out your plan.
Thanks for being
Just
there
keep
when I
at
needed
it. If you were born good at it at a young age, you're not going to want to do it. And then you're just going to suck at it when it gets older.
Hell of a craftsman. For a loser, you mean? For a failure. That's what you used to say. If only
All right.
Hack on.
What part of math do you have problems with? Exactly.
You.
I'm waiting for you at the girl's place. You better hurry, Aiden.
You know 2 plus 2, right?
Center. It's blocked.
I have another idea.
All right.
Just
2 times 2.
time is not on our side.
Okay. I'm coming.
You know the difference on how they're used?
between us. It's already forgotten.
All right. So addition is taking one number and putting another number to it and getting its sum total, where multiplication is taking, well, what's a way to describe multiplication? I'll get to division in just a moment. Think of multiplication. Say you got 5, let's say bullets, put in a line, right? But you need a total of 25 of them. You're going to have 5 more lines of 5 bullets each. That's multiplication. 5 times 5 is 25. So instead of taking 5 and you're just adding 5 more, gives you 10, you're multiplying it and you're getting the 25. That's the difference of between the adding and the multiplying, is you're taking that row and multiplying that versus taking a single number and adding that. And when it comes to dividing, we're going to do the same thing we did for multiplying in reverse. We're going to take rows away from that 5. So say, we had 25 bullets. Say we divide that by 5, it'll lead us back to 5 bullets. We're doing the same thing we did in multiplication in reverse, and we're using that grid to be able to do it. Don't get me wrong, I still suck at division, but I have a method that works for me to be able to tell what is what. What's another example? You give me a premise for an example and I'll go make one out of it. How does that sound? Something you have trouble with. That's not the premise of a problem, that's the problem itself. I told you the idea with bullets, that was the premise to a problem. I gave you a situation and an image to go and work with. All right. Under. Alright, hold on a second. By under, are you referring to having a number, then having a line under it, and having a number under that, or just the number and then just another number under? All right, I'm going to write this one out. What's the problem? Now, it's 2, line over 2, and 3, right? And it was, what was the other one? Wait, the 5 is under the 2? And was the 3 over or under the 2? Alright, I just wrote that in reverse. So 2/3 and was 3/5, you said? And what am I doing with these? I'm just adding the whole of the fraction is what you're asking for. That's 5/8. 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8. What? That doesn't work. Now, when I'm finishing this, I'm getting a whole number, not a fraction, I'm guessing. You just cut out there for a moment. I didn't grab all that. Well, I know this is 5/8, but how am I going to put 5/8 into a whole number? Past that 5/8 part, I'm actually not understanding that part myself. I can do stuff with the numbers. I can put this into cross multiplication, but to be able to get the result you're looking for, I'm not understanding it. What better way is there? Numerator and denominator. Do not. That's still 5/8. The numerator would be the 5, the denominator would be the 8. You're taking the numbers and you're essentially just adding them together, keeping the sum of the denominators together and the sum of the numerators together, you get 5/8. That's not making sense. By a mixed number, you're referring to a decimal number. That's just adding them up. That's still 5/8 then. I know, but every way you're describing it, all I'm getting out of it is 5/8.
Hack up. When it seems. Where are we Calm down. Let me see.
Wait!
Oh, relax. You're gonna pull. What's that? The wound? You say?
It's not wood. I thought they would.
Say.
Wound right.
See it on Barney. You.
Oh, and then I told.
Well, you passed it. Where is he? Where? Whoa.
In the head.
You.
What?
Sophie, I'm gonna need your help getting to the center. The guy who was supposed to get me there, well, things got complicated.
Ader's men are still fighting. They've barricaded themselves inside the tunnel. I can't help you.
What about our agreement?
Relax. Listen, there's another way through. An old tunnel under the...
Alright, so I'm going to take the 2/3, multiply well, alright, so if I'm going to use multiplication, I'm going to take the 2 and the 5 as the denominators. I'm going to make it 15, and I'm going to take the 2 and a 3, and I'm going to turn that into 6. 6/15. Okay, so instead of adding them, I just multiplied them. You could have just said that part. Because I've been adding it the entire time, and all you had to do was just say, no, you're multiplying it. I would have gotten that and been like, oh, well, that's still just as simple. You're taking the numerators, keeping it as the same numerator, and you're multiplying those two. Then you're taking that number, putting it off to the side, and doing the same thing you just did to that, to the denominators. And then you keep them in their proper place, and there's your end result. 6/15.
Hills near the Tango Motel. It was used by smugglers. Peacekeepers didn't even know about it.
I was not.
Closed for years. But if you manage to start the
Numbers that small, I really don't need a calculator. I was using a pen and paper to have the numbers directly in front of me, but that was about it.
But most of all, I have to help the Bazaar. Good luck, Pilgrim.
Why do I need a calculator to say that 3 times 5 is 15? Maybe on some higher numbers, I might have needed a calculator, but not for something as small as this. That is not elementary school math. That is high school math they're teaching you. No. That's high school math they're teaching you. That's the stuff I learned in high school, and then some. Oh no, on my end it's then some, not yours. You'll be learning a lot fucking more than that. But I guess if you're learning this now, by the time you get to high school, it's going to get a lot more complicated for you. And yeah, it's going to get a lot more complicated. And knowing this is what's going to help you get past that. No, your parents can choose that, though. It's called homeschooling. You can choose whether or not you want to go to college. I tried college, but that's not my way of learning. I can't focus on that shit. Diploma, it's called. A high school diploma. A college will give a degree. High school will give a diploma.
Gotta find another way.
Aiden, you there?
Yeah.
For a police officer, yeah, actually you'd have to go to college for that.
Detected movement among the PKs. They're looking for you. Take care, and good luck.
Well. It's not really, no. The same thing I told you about multiplying and dividing. Adding and subtracting is the same method. Take the bullets that I gave as the example. It's doing the same exact thing you did to get the numbers you had and putting it in reverse. So, say you had 25 bullets. You, let's say you added 10 bullets and 15 bullets together. Right? Now, how many bullets would you say would go into a clip for a 9mm? Alright, then we take 10 of those bullets away. We are subtracting 10 bullets out of that 25. Leaving us with... No. Out of the whole total of the 25 we had,
But no sign of Waltz.
we're going to take enough away to put into a clip. You're saying that number is 10? We'll take 10 away. If we added 10 bullets to 15 bullets to get that 25 we initially had, and we're taking 10 away to be able to put into the clip, how many bullets would be left? Yeah. It's the same thing as the dividing and multiplying that I mentioned before. Yeah. You weren't really realizing that part, were you? If you put it into a grid in your head like that, and you know the rules of multiplying and dividing and adding and subtracting and whatnot, you can use that grid to manipulate your numbers, be able to get what you're looking for. That's how I figure all my shit out. Nice little method I kind of picked up doing this shit.
Some kind of generator around here.
I mean, it could have been harder, but when you go and you try to... when you take away the information given to you from someone who's actually learnt it, uh, the teachers, I'm referring to the teachers, uh, you can find different ways, creative ways to put it all together. That's sort of how I got. That's sort of how I got my little tips and tricks. Oh, what the stuff people are actually selling? Hmm.
Just what I needed.
They dumbed down the price of a PS5 to $400 after they bought them for $600, only to go around and sell them for $1,200. Some of these people are fucking retarded. I would. Look, I grew up with that shit, alright? That is nostalgia for me. I played Toy Story 2. It was the PlayStation 1, you tell me. There you go. On the PlayStation 1. No, on the PlayStation 1. Final Fantasy VII, a sealed disc copy of Final Fantasy VII, costs over $100. Now, right now.
Peppa, do you have anything? There are some wires, but it's all flooded. This doesn't look good, Lieutenant. The equipment's been shut down for 15 years. Keep looking. Hopefully that's not the reason for the short circuit.
Hmm.
Someone was here.
Yeah.
They yanked out the cord.
There you go. Good math right there.
Someone's been this way. Damn. Someone must have locked that door.
It's nostalgia for me, alright? I grew up. Uh, I grew up with games that weren't even on a console. Duck Hunt, plugged directly into the TV.
It's him! Get him!
Yeah, you just plugged it directly into the TV, aimed a little toy gun at the TV, and start firing. There wasn't even motion controls. Yeah, it's Duck Hunt. The way it worked was it would the old box TVs it would plug into for the AV cables. It would take the area you're aiming at the TV. It would be
Just before they cut your head off.
it'd be like it's lights, if you will. It'll sense lights on the TV,
His death was just the beginning.
and
You admit
it'll read it as a little region of the TV, and that's where the shot would go off when you fired.
why does his death bother you? You're not enjoying your new role. New status,
Oh,
new challenges, new possibilities.
best time of your life right there?
Don't I deserve a thank you for making me
I can believe it. I fucking love the 64.
Now enough of your crap. Coffee pepper.
I'm glad you finally joined us. Now, give back what you stole from me. Give back the keyboard, or you will all die.
Mario 64 was amazing.
You're gonna pay for what you've done. The little boy wants to pretend he's a grown-up, but he's no grown-up, just a precious little boy.
What, the 64? Hell yeah. Yeah, it was. One of my favorite games actually took place on the predecessor to the 64. It was a Super Nintendo game called Rampage. And Rampage? Technically speaking, there should have been, yeah. But most of it took place in a town. No. No. You know the movie with the Rock called Rampage, where they had a giant ape? Well, that movie was based off of that game. And what it did was it would be like this little flat area platformer. You move around your character. There's George, the giant ape gorilla. There's Ralph, which was a giant wolf, and there was Lizzie, a giant alligator. All affected the same shit that made them as big as they are. They go around smashing buildings, eating people, destroying cars, and it was wacky as hell. You can climb the buildings and punch out each and every window on the sides of the buildings to make them crumble. And some of them would have money in it, some of them would have people in it. You could eat the people. Some of them would have toilets in it, and it would splash you in the face, and you would just fall all the way to the bottom. And the entire time you'd have helicopters and tanks and people all shooting at you. And your goal was to get a specific specific set of points before you failed. So you'd have, like, say, 2,000 points for everyone you ate, 5,000 points for every building destroyed, something of the sort, and you wanted to get, like, what, 50, 60,000 points every time, or something. I don't know. It was fucking massive. And at the time, one of the greatest fucking games. That is the most nostalgia I'll ever fucking feel if they ever brought it to a newer system. Yeah. Kidding? I'd be the first one on that boat to play it.
Can't be right.
Alright. You have a good night. Yeah, at some point. I don't see why not. I haven't gone back to accept a friend request, but I will do that before I head to bed. You have a good night.